You have many people that will say, it's not rape if you're married. And it is said that your body is not your own. You are supposed to submit to your husband. So let's talk. Rape in the marriage. I will put up some videos referencing this. If I see some books that reference this. I remember once going to a marriage counselor in Fort Hood, Texas, and I looked on the shelf and it said rape in the marriage. I was like, So anyway, here it says, marital rape refers to sexual activity without the consent of one spouse. In many jurisdictions, historically, marital rape was not recognized as a criminal offense, as the legal concept of marriage was often understood to imply a permanent consent to sexual activity. However, over time, laws and societal attitudes have evolved to recognize that consent is necessary in all sexual relationships, including marriage. Many countries now consider marital rape a crime, and laws have been updated to criminalize such acts. It is important to note that the specifics of marital rape laws vary widely across different jurisdictions. In some places, marital rape is explicitly recognized as a crime, while in others, it may be addressed under broader sexual assault laws. Marriage does not imply a blanket consent to sexual activity, and it's crucial to respect the autonomy and bodily integrity of each partner. Open communication, mutual respect, and consent are essential in any healthy relationship. If you or someone you know is experiencing marital rape or any form of domestic violence, it's important to seek help and support. There are organizations and hotlines dedicated to assisting individuals in such situations. In many countries, local domestic violence hotlines and shelters can provide resources and support. So this is a topic that is not widely discussed because, people have their beliefs, and but once you get in it, it's like it happens, and it's a form. It's not about sex, it's about control. And so it's one of those things where, let's see, I guess you could talk about why people talk about so hard on boundaries. You must put up your boundaries. If you cannot set your boundaries, it's time to, and I never tell anyone to leave, never, ever, ever. You have to go through what you go through, and when you get good and ready, you leave. If you leave. But there are ways to go through counseling and try to mend it and try to have an open, communicative dialogue. So in this video, it is by Leslie Vernick, and she goes on to say many Christians and even church leaders would say it is not marital rape because you are in a marriage. This is what you're supposed to do. And so it's like, feed him and he won't go hungry. It is his choice to have an affair if you're not giving him enough sex. And she says rape is not about sex, it's about power and control over another person. Any healthy relationship must allow the freedom of the parties to say no. Sex requires two consenting adults. So let's see. So So when you're in a marriage and you find as though you're not being listened to, the only thing that is involved with you and the spouse is deals with being intimate, and you feel as though you're not being valued, you're not being listened to, and the relationship from there goes down. Okay, and she reads a passage out of the Bible, 1 Corinthians, and talks about that. And so I can only talk from, what I know and my experiences is that people will use Bible scriptures and to gain control over you, to get what they want or they're like, and hold power over you and reword Bible scriptures for power as well, for wrongdoing. And so when it's realizing and able to speak about things in the open, it makes it much better. And in these types of relationships, a lot of times they're not easy to get out of. That's why there are domestic violence places you can call and reach out to where you can go into hiding. They can, if it ever gets that bad. But it is a deal. It is something. Also, I've noticed when I was looking this up is that it is in India, they're talking a lot about marital rape and how people are going to jail for this. And then they're talking about it should be on both sides. I do agree that it should be on both sides because I am one to believe that there's good, there's bad, there's evil in everything. So there's good, there's bad, there's evil from a man, there's good, there's bad, there's evil from a woman, and a woman can lie in a marriage, just like the man can lie in a marriage. So it should go, I do agree with that, it should go both ways because it's not just men being demanding and powerful to get what they want. They have women to do the same thing. And I just wanted to bring up that topic, that it is a thing called rape in the marriage. Also, Minister Louis Farrakhan has a very good video. I need to reference that up here as well, on relationships. And I think it talks about marriage and how some things need to be really thought about with this topic, because in a marriage you can, you can become a prostitute, and he explains it very well. And I'm not qualified to explain it in that much great detail, and I'm not experienced to explain it on the level that clinical psychologist or a minister would be able to explain it. But I just wanted to point it out. There is a thing. Rape in the marriage, marital rape.